Hey romance writers, it is Jenna Harte with Write with Heart, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that has become taboo, and that is AI. I did a post a few months back at writewithheart.com on AI tools for authors, but since then AI has become such a powder keg of controversy. Now I can totally understand the concerns over AI and what that means for us as authors. But the other side of it is that AI is here. There is no stopping AI any more than it was possible to stop the development of the car as it put buggy makers out of business, or stopping streaming, which is impacting DVDs, which in turn impacted VHS. There's just no stopping progress. So what I wanted to do today was cover some of the concerns and fears that are surrounding AI and provide some tips, strategies, or coping skills to help authors in this changing world. Now, you may not agree with some of the things that I say here, which of course is fine, and much of what I'm going to say in many ways is my opinion, but it is also based on my over 25 years of working on the internet and watching how the internet and digital tools have changed the landscape. And whether you agree with me or not on some of the things that I say, I think what we can all agree on is that AI is here. It's not going anywhere. And as a result of that, as authors, we need to accept and adapt. And so I wanted to share some of the concerns that I am seeing over the internet, share my thoughts about it, and then at the end offer some tips on how you can begin to utilize or at least adapt to AI. Now, one of the biggest concerns that authors have is that AI-generated content will replace human authors. Now, will there be 100% AI-generated books for sale? Yes. In fact, there already is. But as of this recording, AI-generated fiction is a bit like AI-generated speech. There's something stiff and unemotional about it. And will that change as AI improves? Maybe. Probably. But I don't believe that it will replace human authors. Readers enjoy great stories, and if you can provide that and you can find the readers, then you're going to have a job. Now, concern number 2 is that increased accessibility to AI writing tools means the market's going to be flooded with low-quality content. Now, I want to tell you a story. Once upon a time, the only way to get your book into the world was either to be traditionally published or pay thousands of dollars for vanity publishing and figure out a way to sell those books from your garage. And then one day, the internet came, and not long after that came print on demand and ebooks. And then one day, Amazon and Barnes & Noble and other online book retailers opened up their stores to would-be authors to publish their work directly without a traditional publisher. Now anyone could write, publish, and sell their books. But there were some who didn't like this. Many traditional authors scoffed at indie authors, saying they couldn't write well enough to get a traditional publisher, so their books had to suck. Now, I tell you this story because some of the anti-AI authors out there sound a whole lot like the traditional authors at the beginning of self-publishing. They're getting upset at having to compete with low-quality books flooding the market. Now, are there going to be sucky AI-generated books? Yes, of course, there already are. But none of that stops you from writing, publishing, and selling books any more than indie authors has stopped traditional authors from also writing and publishing and selling books. It's important to realize what we have learned in the last 10 to 15 years as self-publishing has flourished. Probably the biggest lesson that we've learned is that readers don't care about who publishes a book. All readers care about is getting a good story. And if you can provide that, then you can win whether there's AI-generated content in the world or not. Concern number 3 is that AI might lead to an oversaturation of content, making it harder for authors to gain visibility. Funny enough, back when self-publishing started to take off, many traditional authors fussed about them saturating the market as well. And guess what happened? They did. But what we've learned is that there's room for both indie and traditionally published authors because, again, readers don't care about that. Will there be noise with AI-generated content in the market? Yes. But self-publishing already produces a lot of noise. The reality is that the difference between authors making a living and those don't has very little to do with the number of books in the marketplace. It has to do with how well they can find and engage readers. And in fact, AI tools can help you do this. I do think that when AI and writer or author are used together, that there's this assumption that they are having AI write their works for them. And while certainly there are those who do that, there are even non-writers out there who are doing that, it doesn't make it automatic. That there are many writers out there that use AI tools to help them in their writing, but not to actually do any writing. And I would argue, in fact, that there are authors out there who are anti-AI, who are, in fact, using AI in some component of their writing career without putting the two and two together, such as editing tools like Grammarly or Pro Writing Aid. Now, another concern is over plagiarism and copyright infringement that can become more prevalent with AI-generated content. And of course, plagiarism and copyright issues are very, very important. Here's the reality. Someone somewhere is going to steal your book and they are going to try and sell it. It's like trying to play whack-a-mole to stop it. Each time you find one book that's been stolen and you get it down, it's popped up somewhere else. Now granted, the AI concern is a little different from that, but just like authors have to deal with stolen works, you're going to have to concern yourself with plagiarized content in AI. Now, if you're an honest sort and you're using AI to help you write, you're going to run your content through a plagiarism checker. In fact, many of the AI editors that you're probably using, such as Grammarly and Pro Writing Aid, already offer that. Now, if you're an author worried about your work being plagiarized or stolen, you can always protect it using copyright. You'll need to officially file for a copyright in order to enforce it in court, but it is fairly easy and affordable to do it. Concern number 6 has to do with AI tools devaluing the role of editors and human feedback in the writing process. The thing is most authors I know are already using AI tools to help them in editing. Anybody who uses Grammarly or Pro Writing Aid is using an AI tool to help them. But successful self-published authors I know still hire editors even if they use these other tools, because even though these tools are great, they're not perfect. Just like I'm anticipating a day in which AI might replace me as a ghostwriter, AI could significantly impact editors as well. but I'm not sure that I see AI replacing editors altogether. Humans are the consumers of these books, and therefore I think having a human involved in the editing process is going to be important to make sure it has all the thrills and chills and feels that humans want to find in the books that they're reading. Concern number 7 is that AI may disrupt traditional publishing models, making it harder for authors to get published. But like AI, a changing publishing model is already here. We already saw how the internet, print on demand, and ebooks have changed, but it continues to change. Readers who've grown up using devices like smartphones are already moving the publishing industry in new directions. Many of these readers are already consuming content through serialized apps or through subscription models. But the current changes in reader habits isn't the result of AI. The truth of the matter is publishing is changing with or without AI, and there may be aspects of AI that make changes in the publishing industry, but again, publishing is going to change, and today a lot of that change is driven by the relationship authors have with their readers, and the authors who are innovative and creative in finding new ways to deliver their stories to readers, and the readers' interest in having stories delivered in different ways. The thing about AI and how it's going to impact authors is that we're really going to have to adapt or die. Okay, so maybe that sounds a little bit ominous, but the point I want to make is that AI is here, and whether you use it or you don't use it, whether you like it, whether you hate it, it is here. There is no amount of fussing that is going to change that. So the answer is to figure out what all this is going to mean to you as a writer and author. I have a few tips here to help you adapt and possibly begin to use AI to help you in your author career. The first would be to embrace AI as a tool. The truth is, there's a very good chance that you're already using AI. If you use predictive text in your search or when you're using your phone, that is AI. If you have the grammar or spelling checker on as you're writing, or if you use a tool like Grammarly or ProWriting Aid, you are using AI. If you dictate your writing, you are using AI. So instead of viewing AI as a threat, you can explore AI-powered writing tools that can help you enhance your writing process. These tools can assist you with tasks like fleshing out plot ideas, how to improve your writing, editing, and even marketing. And for the writer who's having to do it all in their business, AI tools can actually help you improve your efficiency and your productivity, so you can spend more time writing and less time doing all the other things that you need to do in a writing career. Another option is to leverage AI for your writing and marketing research. You can use AI-powered search engines, you can use text analysis tools, you can use data mining techniques, all of that to gather information, to explore new ideas, and to even gain insights into reader preferences. All these things can help you create content that resonates with your readers and your target reader market, which in the end means reaching more people and selling more books. A third way is to use AI for marketing and promotion. AI can give you all sorts of information and ideas that will help you optimize your marketing and improve your book's discoverability. You can use AI tools to analyze market trends, to identify your target readers, and then use that to tailor your promotional efforts so that you can find them and attract them over to read your book. Here's a quick example of how AI can help you market. You can ask AI to give you 52 short video ideas that would be interesting and engaging to your particular reader market. Once you have that list, you can now ask AI to write a 15-second script on each of those 52 ideas. So basically, in a matter of minutes, you have 52 TikTok shorts or reels, ideas, and scripts. Now all you have to do is tweak them as needed, make the video, and post it online. Here's another idea. Take a short snippet from your book and use AI text-to-video to create a short marketing video. You can even use text-to-speech to make your characters talk. My number 4 tip is to use AI to help you adapt to evolving reader preferences. We've already talked about how today many readers are consuming their reading content differently. And if you want to have longevity as an author, you need to stay attuned to some of these changing reader preferences because you want to deliver your content in a way that they're reading it. For instance, shorter form content or interactive storytelling or multimedia elements can actually help cater to the demand for bite-sized, really engaging experiences that many readers like today. My number 5 tip is to stop worrying so much about other people and things that you cannot control, AI being one of them. Yes, change can be scary, especially if you think the change is going to threaten your livelihood. And I know it's annoying to think of some writer or a non-writer using AI to write a novel and publish it, thereby competing with you. But remember, that's what traditional authors thought about self-published authors as well. And what did all their fussing get them? Nothing. So really the only sane answer is to focus on the reality of AI's existence and how you're going to adapt. Remember that AI is only a tool. Like all other tools, it requires your unique perspective and creativity. You wield it. But maybe more importantly, you need to remember that AI doesn't change what's required to be success as an author, which is writing a great book and finding your readers. Now, I know I may have said some things that some people don't agree with or didn't go in depth about the possibilities of AI impacting authors, so I would love to know what your thoughts about AI are, maybe even hear about some of the strategies or adaptations you are making now that AI is here. If you have any thoughts or comments, I'd love to hear them. You can share them in the comments below. Also, if you're interested in reading a text version of this video, you can find it posted over at writewithheart.com, and I will have a direct link to it, as well as to all the other resources I mentioned in this video in the description. While you're over at Write With Heart, I hope that you will take a look around. It's a free online community for romance authors. You can have a profile. We have a growing library of tools and resources. You can start your own blog. You can participate in groups. We have weekly tips and industry news. We have a weekly Zoom call for support or whatever you want, just to hang with your tribe, and a whole lot more. So I hope that you will check it out. It's writewithheart.com. That's heart in my name, HARTE.com. I want to thank you so much for listening in today. I know that you have tons of resources out there for getting your writing related content, and so I am so pleased that you decided to watch this video today. I really appreciate it. Until next time, this is Jenna Harte wishing you peace, love, and happily ever after.